Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It's February 12th. So why am I now making a fifth video in a series on Canada's digital banking? And this is relevant in the States and wherever you are with digital banking. Well, what prompted me is I saw that 82% of Canadians are digitally banking. If you want to know the difference between electronic and digital banking, well, I just covered it in the previous 4 videos. If you're seeing me here on TikTok or something, you can find me on YouTube, just Common Sense Carl videos on YouTube. I did a whole series on this last year when digital banking came into Canada, April 24th, 2023. There's quite a difference between digital banking and electronic banking. If you read your contract, and I think 18% of Canadians must have read their contract because they opted out of digital banking. Because you have to opt out, because it's implied consent. If you didn't opt out, go into your bank and sign out. More on that in a moment. It was implied consent, and you are digitally banking. You're digitally banking, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and you didn't do anything to do it, it just happened.
Correct.
And you probably wouldn't know anything about it if you didn't know me and watch my videos.
That's true.
Okay, so a bit of dirty pool there. So why don't you want to participate in digital banking? Well, let me preface this by saying tomorrow I'm going to go to my bank, which is TD, and get the client contracts, because this will be the second year. It'll be a new contract from last year when digital banking was introduced, and as a TD client I had 2 contracts, not just one. Proof in the pudding, they are different systems. So what happens if I didn't want to be digitally banking? My bank card is now just becomes a piece of plastic. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. I have to go into the bank, say I don't want to participate in digital banking, give me the forms to sign out. And none of this implied consent BS, I want out because I read the contract. They say, okay, here you go, sign out. At this point, my bank card is just a piece of plastic. It's not a debit card anymore. I can't use it at an ATM. It is worthless. I can't do anything electronically that I could before the digital banking came. I can't receive money from an e-transfer, PayPal, buy me a coffee, all that stuff. No, so wait a minute. You're telling me if I sign out of digital banking, I can't even e-bank? Oh no, that would be illegal, because here in Canada, the banks are, under federal jurisdiction. You can still e-bank. Well, how does that work, you might ask? Well, it works this way. I have to go into the bank with my paper paycheck because I can't receive it electronically, or pensions or disabilities or carbon tax rebate check. I have to go into the bank with paper money, a paper check. I deposit it. I can pay my bills through my bank account electronically. So you see, I'm still allowed to bank electronically. They've put me into the dark ages and inconvenienced me hugely, and obviously are incentivizing me to keep banking digitally. So in a couple of days I'll get the contract and we'll go through the dark part of that contract and why I think 18% of Canadians have left digital banking. A lot went to credit unions. Whole other subject matter almost. And when we look at the contract, you'll see why you might not want to be digitally banking. We're not talking hypothetically here that it could lead to CBDCs, programmable central bank digital currencies. I'm talking just what's in the contract. So again, if you've just stumbled across this on TikTok or something, if you want some background, you can find me on YouTube. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Bye for now.